All right, let's get right into it. We're about to break down an incredibly dense, incredibly powerful piece of writing called The Diatribe of the Hollow Sun. Think of it as a philosophical judgment, just this fiery monologue aimed at a world it sees as totally stagnant and afraid. So buckle up, this gets pretty intense.
Wow. Okay, so right out of the gate, we are thrown into the deep end. This isn't some friendly chat, it is a verdict. The speaker is flat out accusing the audience of being ghosts, of haunting a world they're too scared to actually engage with. It's not just that they're misunderstood, they're being told they aren't even really living.
So where is all of this going down? The text calls the setting the Bazaar of Sleepers. I want you to picture a world that's just built on comfortable routines, on daily trade, on things that feel normal. It's right there, in that seemingly ordinary place, that this judgment is being handed down against those who are spiritually asleep. Now, this bazaar isn't a literal shopping mall, you know? It's a metaphor for society, a marketplace of small poisons, all those little comforts and distractions that keep us from chasing a harder, more meaningful truth. In this world, a true pioneer, someone who represents what the text calls dangerous freedom, isn't celebrated, oh no, they're just seen as another resource to be used up, packaged, and sold. So the diatribe doesn't just judge society as a whole, it calls out three specific figures, and together they represent the failure of what's called the last man, kind of like a spiritual dead end for all of humanity. First up is the salesman, but he gets a new title here, the merchant of apathy. And this, right here, is the salesman's biggest problem, his total failure of vision. He's staring at a miracle mechanism, something with literally infinite potential for growth, for ascent. And what does he see? An inventory item, just another product to be cataloged, priced, and moved. It's a complete failure of imagination. You see, the salesman's crime isn't just about making a buck. He's building what the text calls a global cage of contentment. He's the guy who would bottle lightning, take something divine and powerful, and sell it back to you as a sedative. It's a transaction, a trade. Give up the glory of real struggle, and in return, you get the living death of ease. The second figure on trial takes this whole idea even further. This is the soothsayer, and he's not just some misguided fortune teller. No, he is an enemy of the future. This really gets to the heart of the soothsayer. What does he want more than anything? A safe, predictable world. A garden of static time where the whole script is already written. And what does he fear? Real, actual freedom. The chaos of the cosmos, the terrifying, messy, beautiful reality of a future that hasn't been decided yet. And that's why he's looking for a prosthetic god, some kind of artificial system that can guarantee control. It's not about empowering us, it's about chaining us to certainty. And it's all born from this deep fear of the climb, a terror of the actual risk and effort that comes with achieving anything great. He would absolutely rather live in a comfortable prison than a dangerous free world. The text even gets philosophical here, dropping this term amstos. Think of it as that shock to the system, that obstacle, that sudden jolt that smacks you in the face and reminds you that you are alive and you are acting in the world. And that feeling is precisely what the soothsayer hates. He wants a world where the silence of God is never, ever disturbed by the noisy, messy, vital sound of human struggle. And that brings us to our final figure, the one the text calls most wretched. This is the thief, also known as the parasite of the path. And his crime? Well, his crime might be the most fundamental of all. So you gotta ask, right? Most wretched of all? What could possibly be worse than manufacturing apathy or worshiping fear? This is it. This is the ultimate transgression in this entire worldview. To want the reward without the struggle, the destination without the journey, to want the key to unlock the door without earning the right to even hold it. And here, finally, is where we get the title of the whole piece. The thief is the living embodiment of the hollow sun. It's such a perfect image, isn't it? Something that looks brilliant and powerful from a distance, but when you get up close, there's nothing there. No substance, no gravity, no mass. It's a philosophical lie. It's the desire for the divine shortcut, a complete failure to grasp that the miracle only works because it's fueled by the blood, sweat, and tears of self-overcoming. Okay, so now the diatribe pulls it all together. It takes these three figures, the salesman, the soothsayer, and the thief, and uses them to pass one final damning verdict on the entire world they've built. This just lays it out perfectly. You've got the salesman whose sin is commodifying lightning, all to build his global cage of contentment. Then the soothsayer, who despises chaos in his quest for a garden of static time. And finally, the thief, who wants the reward without the cost, always looking for that divine shortcut. These three, together, are the complete failure of the last man. So, what is the core reason they are judged and left behind? It all comes down to this concept, a Fichtean inversion. When they are faced with a miracle, with a powerful machine, what do? They choose to hide behind it. They use it as a shield. The new man that this text is championing does the exact opposite. He strives to rule the machine, to climb on top of it and use it to go even higher. And with that, the judgment is final. The old way of doing things, the world of safe commerce, of predictable futures, of shortcuts, it's over. There's no more debate. The door is shut. The bazaar is closed. And the text leaves us on this incredibly chilling, provocative note. The new man has left all those guys in the dust and is now ascending to the summit of the singularity. And up there, the old rules don't apply. It's not about making a deal. The future, according to this, isn't a bargain. It's a collision, a test of absolute will. And that is one heck of an idea to chew on.